Hallo und herzlich willkommen zu einer neuen Episode von Journey to the Chateau. Wir haben eine Egge. Der Courtyard. Da vorne hat sich alles sehr verändert.
Bonsoir tout le monde, bienvenue à Journey to the Château de Colombe sur le territoire de la commune de Saint-Baudel.
And now to your English-speaking friends from around the world. This was a great week already, but it's exhausting.
It is. Well, we've had some beautiful weather, and so we've done a lot of things outside.
Yes.
One of which includes something that we bought for the courtyard.
Yes, how's that thing called in English?
Boy, I don't know what it's called in English. But in French,
Herse.
it's called an herse, right?
In German, eine Egge. And in English, it's a rake, I think.
It could be, yes, that could be it.
It's a rake.
Yes.
So, we had some fun with that thing behind the tractor, so it was great. Can I talk about the other things just the one thing we just finished? It's very warm, so we have like 28 degrees. It was sunny. And we stacked up a lot of wood. So I just got out of the shower. So I apologize. Anyways, have a look.
Yeah.
The amount of weeds that we put in the back of the chateau, astounding.
Well, first we have to say what an amazing job that tool did.
Yes, that's true.
I mean, we started out, and you could tell from the video, Patrick's going around and around, and I'm thinking, this thing's not going to work. It's taking too long. This is never going to work. And boy, it actually did work.
Let's put it this way. So after, I don't know, about 15, 20 years of, neglect or not thorough care, to the point that for gravel, so it just takes some work now to get it back to how it should have been.
Right. And one of the things that this definitely showed was that this whole courtyard was a gravel courtyard.
Yes.
If there was ever any doubt, the doubt can be gone now because
Well-
obviously after raking this around, you can see there is gravel remaining.
Well, I do have some doubt because it might also have been a completely paved courtyard.
At one time, yes.
But that's about this deep down. So we might get there. I mean, who knows?
Well, maybe.
And then you figure out where all that gravel goes.
No.
I have ideas.
Okay. Yeah. So now that that's back to being all gravel.
With a lot of soil in it.
Well, yes, and we'll deal with that as well. But it makes it sort of an empty slate now for us to be able to start planning for the landscaping of the courtyard.
And we did do some serious planning. And we did actually, can I talk about what we asked our patrons?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, so we did ask our patrons what they would think about the first expenditure of the patron account to be a fountain for the courtyard in the front. And I think it was pretty much unanimous.
Unanimous.
Yes. That thing, what he just said.
Yes.
Einstimmig. That everyone said that would be great.
Yeah.
So I actually did put a down payment in on a quite large fountain. And now the race is on to get this all done because we need a foundation and digging and power and oil.
Right. Now there's lots of other planning that needs to be done, to get it so, we have the plumbing and the electrical and everything that's out there for the fountain, as well as whatever we're going to do for the landscaping around it, which we still are working on that.
Yes. So I mean, there are landscape architects out there who might have an opinion. It's definitely going to be 17th century parterre. How we're going to do this, since we have the boxwoods here are still dying, we figure we're going to do a lavender hedge.
Yeah.
But that's just an idea, and that's so far out.
It is at this point, yeah.
But so we are actually having plans for the front, which it's so nice to actually plan something, because we're still working on 2 bathrooms and a bedroom, and John's destruction of our beautiful home.
Right.
Well, we're talking about that on Friday.
Friday, right. Yeah, so as you mentioned at the beginning, one of the other things
Did I digress?
Yes.
That's a
Well,
bit
no, I don't think you did, actually.
no.
One of the things you mentioned at the beginning was that we did have our, and it seems, in the middle of summer, to have your firewood for winter being delivered is a little depressing. But it's always good to be prepared, right? And so, just like we did last year,
Yes.
we had Benoit
Yep.
is our wood delivery, and
Yes.
he came and he delivered our firewood for us.
So it's very hot and it's sunny, and it took about 4 hours to stack the wood. A little longer, maybe. It was exhausting, but that is most probably all wood for next year, not for this coming winter, but the winter after that.
Right.
So we are prepared.
We are. Yes. So the other really exciting thing that happened is that we actually started getting really big harvests out of our potager.
Yes.
Lots of tomatoes.
Very tasty. Really, they're so sweet. Beautiful. We have some zucchini or courgette.
Right.
Not a good year for courgette for us.
No.
But
No.
and so I have to go back here, and I always love when people have very strong opinions. I do. So in the late spring, we were told we will never get any potatoes. None. I mean, it's like we did everything wrong, and I think we should have a look for what you did.
Yeah, I think so. Hello. Hi there. Oh, wow. Is it harvest day?
Well, one of many, isn't it? I mean, look at the peaches. Peaches are so loaded.
Yeah. So today we're going to check and see if we actually got any potatoes this year. We planted a whole row of potatoes in a potager in a brand new area that hadn't been used in a long time. We really don't know what to expect. I suppose we'd be happy if we actually got any potatoes. So we're going to have a look.
So there's no starvation here anytime soon. No famine.
No potato famine. No.
And we have, I mean, when I say we, I mean Stuart, I use that very loosely, haven't even dug down deep enough into the soil.
No,
and then more potatoes.
And so what you may not have been able to tell from the video is that where I harvested the potatoes was only about, I don't know.
2 feet.
2 feet in, I mean, it was maybe 6 plants at the most. And we have a whole row of these potatoes, right?
Yeah, we have about, I don't know, 80, 90 plants.
Yeah.
I think we're good.
Yeah. And, and when we initially did the planting of this row, there was all the criticism about, either, we didn't till it correctly, or you're not planting them correctly, and you're not going to get a good yield on the number of potatoes. And it's like, so guess you're wrong, right? So we actually have quite a lot of potatoes, and it worked really well.
Yes,
so.
And actually, while this is airing, we will have had our first dinner with those potatoes.
Yeah.
So I'm very happy about that.
Yeah.
And now, a little bit of a Friday episode.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of destruction going on at the chateau. Really,
you know why? Because John is back. Yes.
It's horrible. Take cover. I mean, really, no. It's so. There will be a deeper explanation. John is going to talk about how things are wired currently and why he will explain why we couldn't do certain things that people in like the United States or people who live in houses that are built from the 1940s forward would take as granted.
Right.
Why this is not working here.
Right. And he also will explain a bit about just exactly how the electricity currently works here in the chateau when we bought it.
Yes. So it's we're going to go a mile deep into electricity, and you can see the destruction that this man does. But it always has to get worse before it can get better. So that is exciting. And then we have what?
For Friday?
Yes.
Well, we also had a brocante that we went to recently.
Yeah, some people might say, "Oh, good, not another brocante," but it was fantastic.
It was, and
huge.
We made it was one of the biggest ones.
We could have left after 10 minutes. We found our few purchases and treasures, I should say, really amazing. At the first 10 minutes, and then we didn't buy anything, but it was amazing, and people watching is always fun.
It is, yes.
So it was fantastic. Now, if you like this video, please give us a thumbs up. It doesn't cost you anything. Subscribe. That helps us tremendously.
And if you want to support the renovation of the chateau, you can join us on Patreon, or you can buy us a coffee.
Thank you so much for watching.
We will see you on Friday.
Absolutely.
Au revoir.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Bye.
Goodbye.
If you enjoyed this video, please use the like feature to let us know. Also, don't forget to subscribe to our Journey to the Chateau YouTube channel if you would like to see more. Once you've subscribed, you can tap the notification bell in order to ring it, which will allow you to receive all notifications from our channel. Thank you.